welcome to another Hometown Conversations. I'm Jen DeLucia, host of Spill With Me, Jenny D, and alongside me here is Sharon St. Clair.
Hi, my name is Sharon St. Clair and I'm with Howard Hanna. Welcome this morning.
Yes, we're so excited. Okay, we haven't been here for a while, so we're excited to be back.
Here we are.
As your host, we want to educate, enlighten, empower the viewers by featuring guests who are making an impact in the communities. Plus, we dive into seasonal topics to keep you informed, inspired every step of the way, and we are just so excited to have our guests here today. We have Jeremy Simmons. Jeremy Simmons is a farm manager at the Simmons Farm, which is located in McMurray, PA. Jeremy, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
So happy to have you.
I know, we're excited. This is the
Excited to talk
time
to
of year, right? I
Yes.
mean, we're in
Yep.
May here, so we really need to dive into this. So let's start with some questions here. Now, tell us a little bit. Simmons Farm is family owned. Can you tell us, like, when did you start? When did they, like, what year did they start doing
So,
Simmons Farm?
my would be great grandpa had a farm in Whitehall.
Okay.
Then my great grandpa moved out here in the 40s, and then my grandfather continued the farm, and my uncle and father continued it, and now I'm working there too with my mom and aunt and everyone else that works on the farm.
It's a total family business.
Yes.
Generations. So now
Right, yes.
your
So,
kids and
yeah,
their kids.
Yes, exactly.
I love that. Now, I was going to say that's a lot. How many acres is there on the farm?
So it's about, we own around 170
Wow.
on the farm, and then we rent another about 200 just down the road in 84. And then we do have a farm in like near Marietta, Ohio.
Okay.
That is, we just grow sweet corn there. It comes about 3-4 weeks earlier than the sweet corn here, so we grow it there, pick it, so we can get corn a little bit earlier. But there's no market or anything there. It's just for the growing the sweet corn.
Oh, wow. So now, what do you grow? Like, I mean, that's probably one of those questions where it's like, okay, we grow everything.
No, it's a good question. Yeah. So we grow most of the stuff that grows vegetables in Pennsylvania: tomatoes, peppers, onions, lettuce, beets, and then we have peaches and apples, strawberries, and then in the fall, pumpkins, winter squash. I'm sure I'm forgetting a few, but most crops that grow in PA is we try to grow a little bit of each.
Oh, I love
Sweet
that.
corn, obviously, too.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Sharon?
So describe a day in a life of a farmer, a busy day.
Yeah.
Busy
Describe
day.
your
What
day.
time, do you,
Yes.
what time do you get up?
Well, I'm up earlier because we have a 1-year-old, so whenever he gets up is when we're up. But generally just start, like right now, we're growing flowers in our greenhouse, so we have to take care of those. I do that primarily, water them, and then we'll pick out the ones that our markets need. We'll send those to the market, but then everybody else is doing something different. My dad will be, like now we're planting, so he'll be plow a field, plant. We're planting sweet corn right now. When it's cold in the spring here, sometimes we have to get ready for the cold.
Right.
It might be covering up the strawberries, but then it just changes throughout the year. If we have a field trip, we have groups come to the school or to the farm, and we might have to do that one day, but it just changes all the time. It kind of depends on the season.
The day changes.
Yep.
That's true. I didn't think about that. What is your favorite thing about being a farmer?
Just you get to be outside. You get to be with the public. Try to show people where their food comes from. Especially with like the field trips, the tours. You can really, especially with the kids, you get to see them learning where the produce comes from instead of just off the shelf. A lot of kids don't, when they see even something like lettuce in the ground, don't necessarily know you're cutting the lettuce, right from the field and taking it to the store. Strawberries, it's fun to watch them pick the berries and stuff like that. So that's probably the best part.
Yeah, getting them involved. I love
Yes.
that.
So this is a rapid fire one. So with 3 questions. What's
Okay.
your favorite flower, your
Okay.
favorite vegetable, and your favorite fruit?
Tongue
Okay,
twister.
I would say it's called a million bell, Calibracoa. It's a favorite flower. Very easy to take care of. Real big, nice blooms. Just real colorful. and then probably cucumber, and then probably I like the peaches probably the most on the fruit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's my
Wow.
favorite too. What are like some farmer traditions? Like I know that sounds like a little bit broad, but some things that are traditional that you guys all do.
That's a good question. I mean, we just have our traditions pretty much just started, doing all the different seasons. We try to keep everything going, all the pick your own crops, that's about it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not really any specific traditions for us, but yeah.
Do you have like your own, as a family, do you have like a special tradition at a time of the year that you do on the farm just to get together as a family? Any family traditions on the farm?
I mean, we just, the regular holidays. We do try, with my immediate family, we'll try to have a fire, a nighttime fire during our fall season,
Yeah.
near the end of the fall, because it's kind of wrapping everything up. We do sell Christmas trees after that, but that's generally the real end of our busy season. So my kids, my wife will try to have a little fire, because we're doing it for the public the whole time. Then it's just kind of nice to have one, for
Yeah.
yourself. But yeah,
So you have your own Simmons night.
yes, I
At
guess,
the
yes,
farm.
you're right.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
yes,
fun.
yes.
And you deserve it because all the work you do all through the
right, yeah,
because
yeah.
when does your season start?
So, well, the Easter is usually our opening time.
Okay.
So that varies, obviously. But like a week before Easter is generally when we open. So we based on that. We'll open our greenhouses. We do an Easter egg hunt. If it's early, like next year, I believe it's pretty early in the season. So our greenhouse flowers, no one's really buying the
Right.
flowers for outside yet. But
Oh, yeah.
we still were open. We'll have Easter flowers, and then after the egg hunt, especially if it's early, we're kind of just planting. We do like custom planters for people, so they'll bring in their empty containers, and we'll start planting them then. But we're not really busy until April, when people start to feel a little more confident about taking their flowers outside.
Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second.
I know,
Wait, no, back up, back up, back up. Okay,
I know
so,
what you're thinking.
wait, okay, everybody. So you mean to tell me that I can take
I was
my
thinking
planters,
the same thing.
Yes.
because I do not have a green thumb, I have a funeral thumb, okay?
It's all right, yeah.
So I take the planter, empty,
Yep,
Yes.
empty, yes.
give it to you,
Yes, yep,
pick it up,
yep.
and come back
It'll be,
happy.
Yeah, so.
Oh my gosh,
yes.
that's so
Happy
nice.
planter,
I
a
was
happy
gonna say
planter
Right, a happy
program.
that's a good name for it.
I
Yeah. So
love
yeah, you bring your
that.
empty pot in. If you know like just colors you like, you don't even have to know the specific flower. You can walk around the greenhouse. We will give you suggestions. Say it's a sun spot you have or a
Okay,
shade spot,
Yes.
and then you can say, hey, I like that one. Will that work in the sun? And then we'll put it together for you. Then we'll keep it until it's safe. Like a lot of people are picking up now or Mother's Day, like, unless it's like, looks like a bad week of weather. And then, so it's nice and full by the time you get it. And then
Right.
hopefully we'll give you some pointers how to keep it going. So
Sharon,
you
we're
don't
missing
have any
here.
trouble.
Okay,
Right.
okay, so let me get this straight, okay? Sorry to
excited.
focus
We're
on this.
excited.
That's all
We're
right.
excited,
Yes,
we're excited. You're gonna see
That's
us.
my main
okay.
thing is the greenhouse. So yeah.
We'll be
good.
there at Easter
We'll be
next
there.
year.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
We can be there now, that's what I'm saying. So
Right.
when do is it only at one time of the year? Can we come in like
In the
now
fall.
Yeah,
and give
no,
you our back? I
absolutely,
mean,
yep.
like, and how
People are
long do
bringing
you
them in.
keep them
Well, so
before we're ready, before they're ready to come home? It's
So-
like a child. It's like
Is
so
it ready for
April is early April, but people do bring them in once we open at Easter, and then that way we will keep them until Mother's Day. Even now, again, people just brought some pots in just the other day, so
okay.
you can those will probably be ready Memorial Day. The flowers now are big, so even if you planted them today, they look nice. You don't
Okay.
have to wait that long for them to fill in. But the early ones, they're smaller, so that's why people leave them there, so they get nice and filled in
Right.
before they take them home. But yeah, until June, it gets a little bit late. There's not as many flowers left, so yeah, spring, like April, May is the best time to bring
I
them
just
in.
kind of wing it. I just look and I go, oh, I like this color. I don't even know if it needs
Sure.
sun or
That-
shade
that's okay, yeah.
or watered.
Yep. Yeah, oh, yeah, right.
Like, do we have to water? Oh, I have to ask you this because I know technology keeps changing. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
So, how has technology changed farming for your family?
Well, a lot of the computer-based stuff, obviously. Most of our tractors and equipment are still the older, mechanical, not all computer-driven and stuff. Especially because on PA, there's a lot of hills, so it's hard to use the, automated.
Right.
It's not, you're adjusting a lot when you're going. But yeah, just like social media, all that kind of stuff. More connecting with people has changed it the most. But there are, plants, seeds, they all change. The colleges and stuff are, come up with new varieties. So, that changes quicker now than it probably used to in the past. But other than that, yeah, it's more just the connecting with people that has changed more for us.
Yeah.
So with some farms, not necessarily here, but just when you read about farming and you see that farming is, some farms are going corporate and things like that. What's been your key to keeping it in the family owned and family run?
Yeah, just, it is important to us to be a family farm, and that just, requires the commitment. Unfortunately, you gotta be there 7 days a week or somebody. We try to keep someone from the family there every day.
Right.
It's hard to, if you want to do anything, it's usually in the winter, like if you want to go somewhere or anything like that, because it's just really hard to go whenever the whole season's going on. But yeah, we do feel that it's important to try to keep it a family business and, just keep it local.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. If someone wanted to be a farmer, how would you advise them?
The good thing about farming, anyone can be a farmer. You don't need anything, any special. I went to Penn State
You're
for
being
horticulture,
Yes,
but
I
you
was gonna
don't.
say,
But
it
you don't
takes a
need
lot.
to. Yes.
Yeah.
Probably the most important thing would be to just try. Everybody, including us, fail with crops every year. There's always something that doesn't work out, so don't get discouraged. Just try a couple things, see if you like it. Plant a garden. Everyone can plant a garden, or even if you don't have, even if you don't have a garden,
We
you
tried,
can. Yeah.
okay, we tried.
You can, get patio pots and put vegetables in patio pots. Keep them up on your deck. Then you don't have to worry about the animals and
Yes.
everything. It's a good way to start. You get comfortable with that.
Well, how do you guys, the animals don't come and get?
So
Because I don't know.
When I was
Sharon, have you
younger-
seen? I haven't seen a fence around it. So.
yeah, so we do around our orchard. We never had fencing around
Okay.
for animals. It just like everybody, you see a lot more deer now. We did put a fence around our orchard because they would, especially the young trees, they would strip the bark off, and it would either stun the tree or kill the young trees. You used to
my
be able to,
gosh.
put little guards on them,
Yeah.
or like even my grandpa would tie dryer sheets around them to try to keep them away, and it would help.
Really?
But now
Okay.
they're just
Dryer
so
sheets.
many. So we put it around there. We fence in one section of our farm where we have like things they really like lettuce, strawberries. We have one section that we fence that stuff in. The other stuff, they don't mess with our tomatoes as much, peppers.
Yeah.
But corn, we rent on the property we rent. You're not going to put a fence around rented property, so we do have a lot of trouble there. We open for like hunting with the Game Commission. They try to hunt, but there'll be years that if it's dry, not a lot of food around for the deer, we could lose like a whole field of corn.
Oh
It's
my
really
gosh.
kind of sad whenever it's like just getting ready to pick and they'll come
I can't
and
even imagine.
So yeah, it's just a problem that you just have to
Yeah.
work around. You just have to do your best.
Right.
So would you say that what would you say your biggest challenges are in farming? Would it be
I would-
weather? Would it be animals? What would you
Right.
say?
Yeah. So both those.
Right.
Deer, more so now. Weather can be, a problem. Obviously, this year was an example. The cold, you can protect some for that. Like strawberries, you can cover them. The corn, we put water on top of them, and that the process of freezing helps actually protect the corn.
Yeah.
But apples, it's just like too much area to cover, and then putting the water on them can actually break. The ice gets too heavy and can break branches. So my dad and uncle and my grandpa have tried in the past, but they just feel it's not worth it. So a year like this, you just lose a lot of stuff when it's cold. But
sorry.
but we're not a monoculture farm, so we grow a lot of different stuff. So if you
That's
lose
true.
one thing, you have something else. That's why I said
fall
we're
back
always
on, yeah.
something always fails, whether it's by your doing or the weather or the deer. So
Did you see that hail last week?
yes, it did not. Luckily, it didn't damage. I thought it because it was covering the ground, but
It was
did
so
not.
weird.
Didn't seem to damage.
I mean,
too
nobody
much,
even expected
Yeah,
that. It was
yeah.
like, what is that? No, I thought it was just raining, and I heard it, and I thought, did you see it, Sharon, the hail?
I did. Yeah.
I couldn't. My friend sent me a picture. She had it all over her deck.
Yep.
I was thinking about that with farming.
Yeah.
Like if you have that kind
It
of.
does. I mean, that just happened to not do much. But like last year, we had a midsummer one when the apples were bigger. So the apples are really small right now, but it did leave marks on them.
Yeah.
We're mostly pick your own, so we just told everyone, hey, there might be some marks on them. They're good to eat. They taste the same.
Right. They've been
give
through.
us a break.
They've been through some stuff.
Yeah,
a storm.
right, yeah.
They've been
So,
through a
yep.
storm.
Right. So but that's another one you can't control.
Yeah.
That one you can't protect from. So like if that comes, you just have to deal with it.
I have to tell you, Jeremy, some of my most favorite memories of being a young mom,
Yeah.
was taking my daughter to the farm and our times together.
Oh.
We would just have some mommy and me time, and we'd go to the farm and we'd go and pick apples, and we just
Well, thank you.
it was a
The hay
wonderful.
great.
rides, and
Yeah.
they would have,
The
they would
pumpkins.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the pumpkins are. Yep,
There wasn't there a big slide
Yep.
you put a sack
Yeah.
in?
Yeah.
I don't
there's-
even know if it's still
No,
there
it's
because I
still
haven't been
there.
there in
There's,
so long.
We have the fall. That's a good point. The fall is one of our bigger things
Oh,
now. When my dad was younger, even it was all produce based. They made their living on produce. Now most farms have to add, they call it agro entertainment. Agro entertainment, they call
Agro
it.
entertainment.
Yeah. So
I like that.
so yeah. So you have to
So
do
we
that
have to
now.
host
yeah,
an
right,
event.
yeah,
So what you're
right.
saying is, Jeremy, we need to come and host an
Right,
event.
yep,
Welcome, Peters, to Agro
I
Entertainment
don't know if I can say that
with Jenny and
agro.
Sharon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah. Yeah, so that's, the fall stuff has become
I
a
love
big
that.
part
Fall's
of our
my
business.
favorite.
Oh,
it really
yeah.
is my favorite time
so
of the
beautiful.
year.
Yep.
With
Yep.
the apple cider and and the pumpkins and everything. I mean, I do like the spring, the summer. Sometimes hit or miss here in Pittsburgh. But wait, let me get.
One other question. Okay, you
Go
figured
ahead.
out. Okay, so agro entertainment.
Yes.
I'm gonna
What do
write
we
that
have
down.
going on this spring and the summer?
Okay, so we have, right now, the first thing that we'll have is, well, it might hit at the same time, but we have strawberry picking coming up.
Okay.
We're thinking Memorial Day. We have we partnered with PGH Candle, so it's a candle company in Pittsburgh, and we do a class where you make a candle, and then you go in the greenhouse and you make a planter. So you walk around with us, and you get to make a planter, and then we have the same thing with the candles, flower picking. That's a big thing now. We have flower picking this summer. We do field trips all summer, and then it goes into the fall with the hay rides and all that. Nighttime fires we have. So there's a lot of the agro entertainment stuff.
I didn't know you were open in the evening.
Yeah, so it is. You can rent a spot on the farm and have a hay ride out to a bonfire. We give you marshmallows and apples, and then groups will bring food or whatever they want. A lot of sports teams will do it as like a team building thing.
Oh, wow.
Schools, we get a lot of schools. You can rent the play area, like where all the slides and stuff are, and you have a fire there. Yeah, we'll take you out on the hayride, and a lot of groups really like to do that.
I
It
like
can be,
that. Although I'd be scared in the dark. On the hayride
Yeah,
in the
so-
dark.
Yeah.
I'm a scaredy cat. If I hear something in the bushes. For people that, going back to the flower planting. So for people that want to take care of plants and flowers they get at the farm, what do you advise, like special care instructions, like the food, nutrition, lighting,
Yeah,
temperature,
so-
that kind of thing?
The main thing is get the right plants for your spot. So if you have a shade spot, don't put sun plants there. they may live, but they won't have their full flowering. If you have a shade plant in the sun, it might burn it, or it might, again, it won't flower either. But the most important thing probably is water. So everyone just assumes, oh, it's too dry, but being too wet can also cause a problem. The roots can start to rot in there. So you just have to, it's just something you just got to get used to. You can look for a plant to start to just show a little bit of wilt before you water it. That's what I'll do a lot on the farm.
Right.
Then you're not overwatering it. If it's cloudy and it rains, you don't need to go water probably the next day. And then, yeah, just looking for pests on your plant.
What's the biggest pest that you see that we should look for?
So aphids are a big problem, especially
I'm sorry, what's it called?
aphids.
Aphids, okay.
Yep, and they are a perennial problem for flowers, vegetables, everything. But there's a lot of natural things you could do at home to get rid of them. Even just soap and water sometimes can help wash them off. But they will, a lot of times what you'll see is like it almost looks like a sticky sap on the leaves. That's them feeding on the leaf, and that's a good indication that they're there. And you'll start to see your plant just not looking so great. So just check every once in a while. And there's a lot of stuff you can get at the store that can take care of that. They're not hard to get rid of, but a lot of people don't notice them. They're just saying, well, why is my plant not looking great?
Right, because when you see I'm sorry, Sharon.
Yeah.
I bought some herbs. I bought some basil,
sure.
and
Basil,
so
yeah.
when I see like little bites in the basil.
Yep. Well, yeah. So
little
basil
holes?
is in the greenhouse. That's one of the first things I look at is the basil. They gravitate towards that for some reason. Aphids. But yeah. But yeah. So. But the bite marks, that could be like some type of caterpillar too. But there's so many. There's so many things.
Throw it away. Like, do you get herbs too, hon? Do you get like oregano or parsley? Yeah, and basil. Basil's my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at just over the counter or at the store. Anything like a general pest control. Like there's a lot of organic stuff out there that you can use on basil, and it could help just in general. You don't have to necessarily know exactly what it is, but you can also always send a picture. Anybody, if you want to send a picture to the email and ask a question, we can try to help
Jeremy,
you out.
what's your email?
Right now, I'm writing it down.
market@simmonsfarm.com.
Market at simmonsfarm.com.
Yes.
So,
Perfect.
to our listening audience,
You are more than welcome to
Take a
email.
picture of your-
that.
yes, and Jeremy. So this is my big challenge.
All right.
What is the best way to safely, or not safely, but recommended way to clean vegetables and fruits?
Oh, good one,
Yeah,
Sharon.
I mean, what they recommend, like the Department of Ag and everything, is just soap, water.
Soap?
Just wash it off. You can use the light dish soap.
Okay.
Wash it off. Just make sure you get it off, or just rinsing them off usually is enough. The stuff that we pick, and I'm sure if you're in the grocery store too, we wash everything. We have a big produce washer. Everything before we put it on the store shelf, we sort everything. Anything that has like major defects, we'll sell it as what we call number 2, and we'll sell it for a little bit cheaper. Just might not be real pretty looking.
Right.
But so we're sorting it and washing it before we put it out. So it should be good to eat when you take it home. But we always recommend washing just because someone in the store, if someone
What
handled
about
it before.
pesticides?
You never know.
So we use it's called integrated pest management. So
Okay.
we try to. It's when I was at Penn State, this is what they pushed for, is use cultural. Which is like cleaning, like in the greenhouse, we disinfect everything before we start. That
Okay.
takes care of like most of like pest eggs or anything like that. In the field, mowing the grass helps keep pests away. Weed control, we cultivate, take care of the weeds and stuff like that. Then there's biological, which is like encouraging natural pests. So like a ladybug will eat certain like aphids. There's predator wasps that don't affect the plants at all, but they will actually eat the insects that are there. We use that a lot in the greenhouse. You could buy them online,
Predator wasps.
little packs. And they just sit there.
Right,
It sounds worse than
It
it
does
is, but they're
sound
real tiny, so you're not gonna. It's not like a wasp flying around. Yeah, but then, then there's a lot of organic things that you can use, like copper is a thing that can help control funguses. Safe. You can find it again in the store, like if you are having a disease problem on your plants. So. Yeah, it's just scouting. It's the most important thing. You just got to find what you got.
So if you have questions, email or stop in, right?
Yes, right. Yes, yeah. We are always willing to help. Can't necessarily guarantee we can find the solution for you, but we have. If you're having trouble in your garden, or especially a flower you bought at the farm, we want you to have success. We want it to grow, as big and to its full potential.
I love that.
Do you have, and this is just an off the cuff question.
Yeah, sure.
Do you, because I think that the visuals of everything, it's just so colorful between the flowers and just the greenery in the background and the hillsides and the fruits and the vegetables. Do you have any like photography areas that we can like photograph with like groups of people or small groups, families, children, things like that?
Great question. Yes. First of all, anytime you're picking a crop, we encourage take as many pictures as you want. That's a great time to do it.
Take a selfie.
Yep. But we do have in the summer when our flower fields open, Tuesday and Thursdays, we allow you get a permit and you sign up on our website, and the professional photographers will come out with their clients to the flower fields, and it's after what we've been told by the photographers that there's a certain lighting that they like, so it's usually like after we're closed, so that's why we do the permitting. So it's like 6 till 8 or 9, and they
like
go
a
out.
senior
And,
picture.
Yep. There's a lot of senior pictures,
what
a
we
lot
do,
of
yes,
engagement
in the
photos, all
evening,
that stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my gosh,
So, yes.
Jeremy, this was a lot of information.
Yes,
Yeah.
we love
Thank
this.
you.
Well, thanks for having me.
Sharon
I
and I are
appreciate
like
it.
writing everything down.
Yeah, we are.
Oh my gosh. Listen, if you want to get in contact or you want to go to Simmons Farm and find out more and see what they have, you're open 7 days a week, so make sure to stop by. This was another episode of Hometown Conversations. We are so excited that you joined Sharon and I today.
Yes, thank you so much for coming. We're
happy
so
planting, right? Happy planting.
Happy
Yes, right,
planting.
Have a
Happy
great-
life.
Yes. Have a nice summer. Take care.
Thank you.